you need to have the full piece on, put it together as a butt joint and then cut it out after. It's much easier to put it on when you still have the old piece on there, rather than cutting it out first and then putting the piece on. It's gonna get annoying because you can't see what's going on up there. But because I lifted this full piece by myself, I can't see too much at the top, but I can see a lot at the bottom, and that makes it easier to put on. As you can see that the piece is sitting up a bit up there. Now if I go to force that in, there's a good chance it will snap and it will become a pre-fill. I'm gonna get a piece of plasterboard like this, and I'm gonna use it to push it. I guess it was coming out a little bit too much. Also, this part of the plaster was already messed up from when I was cutting it, so that was bound to happen. But anyways, you use a piece of plaster, push it in, rather than putting pressure on one side, trying to push that part in. Very good. Now we cut these doors out. Now what if you don't have this tool? I'm gonna show you how to cut the window or door with a saw. This part should be sharp, but it's not sharp. I'm gonna come from behind over here, come back this side, and then we're gonna saw this door following that timber. It's very easy, let the saw do the work. Until you hit the top of the timber right there, that should snap off. You understand? It depends on how you feel about this, but this is what I always do. It's very hard to try out a butt joint, okay? Especially in a walkway like this, where it's like a massive walkway. You really don't want any butt joints in this. You got the light coming from the door, and it's like the entrance of the house. This is what I recommend you do. If you have a door in a particular hallway, in a particular room, and you have to put a butt joint in there, I highly recommend you put a butt joint somewhere where the butt joint isn't as big. This plasterboard is 1350. If I would have put a butt joint any other place besides right here, that would have meant that the butt joint was gonna be 1350 wide, and that's more chances of it looking funny when it comes day to stop it up. I'm trying to cut this door or walkway, but I don't know where the timber lands, and I'm kind of worried that the way that they've joined these timbers with the wall, there might be a gap in between those two timbers. And if I don't know that and I'm cutting, I'm gonna keep going past the bottom of the timber, and to avoid that, this is what I always do. I'm gonna go up. When I get to a particular point where I feel like I'm almost there, I'm gonna do like a turn, like that, find the timber, calm down. Now I got my timber there.